Hello student, I am Dr. Sandeep Pandey from APS University Riva. Today I am going to discuss the topic vegetation assessment, carbon accounting and significance of indexing. This lecture is based on vegetation assessment, quantification of species diversity, use of carbon calculator to estimate carbon budget and indexing of literature. To start with, first of all, we should consult standard literature for experimental designing. We will select the appropriate experimental designing. Now, out of field activities, the campus is divided into 5 experimental sites. The quadrate size should be 10 meter by 10 meter. As shown in this figure, this is the area of the campus. We have divided this into 5 sites: S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5. Now from each site, herbs, shrubs, climbers and trees and other life forms are assessed. These life forms are classified up to taxon level and tabulated. Now the parameters like dominance, abundance, diversity of each habitats are estimated using certain indices. Now we will generate 2 tables as shown in this figure for the species assessment and tabulation. Table 1, it includes the enlisting of species according to their life forms. Here we will tabulate the herbs, the shrubs, trees and the climbers, and according to the observation we can increase this column. Now in table 2, it is for the community characterization of life forms. For example, if we take herbs, then we will write their scientific name, local name, family, diversity index, dominance index and biomass production. Now we will determine the species richness and abundance. Here it is the formula. We will use Simpson's diversity index. This is the formula. We will put the value here. Here a small n, it denotes total number of organisms of a particular species, and capital N is the total number of organisms of all species. Now we will calculate the basal area. It is the cross-section area of a tree stem in square feet, commonly measured at breast height. And we will use the formula DBH. What does this DBH stand for? It is the diameter up to the breast height. Here we can include the bark and other component of the trees. The basal area, it is the number of units of basal area per acre. This is the formula of the basal area. We will put the value in this formula. Now this is the more simplification of this basal area formula. Now what happens in cases of small plants, small herbs? The grasses, forbs and shrubs are measured at or less than 1 inch above soil level. We can use measuring tapes or scale. Now Shannon diversity index, it is calculated by the following formula. This is the formula. We will put the value here. This H, it is the Shannon diversity index. Pi is the fraction of the entire population made of species I. Small s denotes number of species, and this is the summation, sum from a species 1 to species S. What does this species S denote? It is the total number of the species of each life forms. It ranges from 1 to 10 or even more value. Now we will calculate the Simpson's dominance index. This is the formula of the Simpson's dominance index. We will put the value in this formula. The small ni, it is the number of individuals in the ith species. Capital N is the total number of individuals, and small s is the total number of species. Now it is one of the important and the prominent part of this assignment, the carbon dioxide calculator. The carbon dioxide calculator was designed for users to assess the value of converting land holdings to timbers to gain carbon credit. And to accomplish this, the carbon dioxide calculator accepts a range of generic parameters from the user and calculates the results of timber growth and carbon sequestration in their land holdings. Now, how will we calculate the multiple years growth on a hectare? During assessment of vegetation, it was observed that thinning occurred during the plantation cycle and it reduces basal area of the tree. It also decreases the competition between trees on the site and increases the growth occurring in the remaining trees. This is factored by the following algorithm. This is the year of thinning. This is the total year of thinning. Now here it is to be noted that we can include the previous year data. We will multiply it 1 minus percentage thinning divided by 100. Now this is the total. We can calculate the total multiple tree growth by using this formula. Here it is to be noted that the number of trees per hectare is a variable used within that growth function and as such is recalculated. Now we will calculate the average diameter. It is in centimeter. The average diameter of tree in centimeter is calculated by the algorithm below. This is the formula. We will put the value here. The result is also used as the basis for calculating the value of timber. Now timber volume, it is measured in cubic meters. The total volume of timber per hectare is as follows. Here this is capital A denotes the site quality. What is meaning of site quality? It denotes the medium or the scarcity or the abundance of the vegetation in the given site. It is called the site quality. KH is the height coefficient. YC is the total years of growth. Now standing carbon, it is calculated in terms of tons. The amount of standing carbon in tons sequestered in a single hectare is calculated by the following algorithm. Standing carbon in tons, this is the timber called volume, cubic meters, multiplied by wood density upon 1000, multiplied by 1.56 multiplied by 0.5. This wood density is selected species specific. The coefficient 1.56 is used to include all of the above ground biomass, including bark, branches and leaf. The coefficient 0.5 is used as carbon accounts for approximately half of the mass of the timber. Now carbon credit. A ton of carbon dioxide needed by the sequestered carbon to be converted to carbon dioxide. It is calculated by the following algorithm. This is the algorithm. Now this carbon credit, it becomes important in this assignment as it was decided during the Kyoto Protocol about the carbon accounting, carbon credit and the carbon footprint. The coefficient 22/6 is used as carbon. Here these two important things should be noted. The students should note these two important things here. This is the very important part of this activity. Now the concluding remarks. In this assignment we come to know the assessment of the vegetation. We also used certain parameters, the dominance, abundance. Now we have also used the carbon dioxide calculator. The CO2 calculator gives information to users on both the value of carbon credits that result from sequestration of carbon. Now we have also included about the importance of indexing. It is the alphabetical enlisting of references. It helps to cite the literature and it also maintains relevancy. Thank you. Enjoy.